Hello there. So it's been a long ass time since I made a video outside, and it's just too fucking beautiful out here, so I had to come out here. I wanted to make a video about some out-of-body experiences. I used to do that quite a bit, so I got a couple for you, and let's get started. So 2014, I was withdrawing from drugs out in a camper in the middle of the desert in the Central Oregon desert. And this first one I already told y'all in a video about, but I'm just gonna go over it again because it connects to another one. But I hadn't slept for like a month and finally I started to turn off my consciousness for like hour at a time here, 2 hours there. I was basically getting my body back, to normal. So what had happened was I basically hovered out of my body one of those times, and what I saw was a etheric blue entity, a lower astral entity, feeding on my root chakra and on my sacral chakra. It was etheric blue. It had the body of a bat, had bat wings and little stubby hind legs, and it had a dog head, like the head of a Doberman pinscher. And it was just like gnawing down there, and it fucking freaked me out, dude. And I shot back into my body immediately and found myself in astral catalepsy, or sleep paralysis. Wide awake, body completely paralyzed, just staring at this thing still, gnawing on my lower body. And it was really creepy and intense. I still have a little bit of, PTSD from the fucking thing, I think, somewhere inside me. But there's been so many experiences since then that it doesn't faze me anymore, really. And it really helps to tell you all about it and get it out of my field. So, but anyway, I remember playing with the fucking thing because I could only move my eyes. And I remember trying to trick it, and because it kept looking at me too. Every once in a while, it'd stick its head up and stare at me. I remember trying to fake it out and act like someone's coming outside, and it would look and then look back at me and be like, bullshit. I mean, it didn't talk, of course, but it knew I was fucking with it. And so what I did to get out of that situation was I focused on my fingertips, and after a while I started to get feeling back in my hand and in my fingers, and then it went to my upper body, and then I was able to sit straight up, and this thing had like a glowing orange orb in its throat, and I just reached straight for that thing. It was just completely etheric blue, light blue body, and just except for that glowing orange orb. And I sat straight up and I reached for that orb, and I just fucking strangled it, and this thing just evaporated immediately. It was really weird. And I haven't seen it since, so I have no idea. It's been years. So about 6 months after that experience, I was still staying in this camper. I had my body back, my dopamine, my serotonin levels were back to normal. I had been sunbathing, I had been working out, I felt amazing. I was clean for 6 months. And I went to go take a nap or meditate, and I was just laying there, and all of a sudden I was in a theta brain state. And basically what had happened was I started to hear this celestial music. Can't really explain it. I mean, there's some stuff that sounds like it in binaural beats, atmospheric meditation videos. It was just really celestial, atmospheric music. I can't even begin to try to explain it to you, but I heard this celestial music, and then all of a sudden, because I closed my eyes, I could see visually, this multicolored light and shapes and sparkles and geometry coming down into the top of my head. And basically what was happening is I was perceiving the prana. I was visually seeing and audibly hearing prana enter my body. And it was just it was intense, and it was beautiful. And I 100% believe that this is the energy that repairs our bodies and gives us light sustenance, except for in that one beautiful moment I was able to perceive it. So